your phone was off.
I had to teapot a guy from a motorcycle mishap. Kid's leather pants were holding him together.
Why do you put these images in my head?
Look, I just got here. Did you grab a table?
I had to go. We split a salad. They're holding your half at the bar.
I'll see you tonight.
Bye.
Dusting lamps for $10 an hour. What a way to spend your last night on Earth.
Judging by these lacerations, he was beaten with something small, heavy, and angular.
Like a portable radio. Third shift guy said his was missing when he found him.
Missing and probably at the bottom of the bay by now.
Tale of two cities.
At least he stopped reading before the sad part.
Ben Cooper. Why do I know that name?
Our janitor did not go down easy.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like he was taken by surprise. Was he someone I arrested once?
So, one possibility is someone came here to rob the warehouse. Janitor heads out for a smoke, finds the robber, gets killed for his trouble.
Yeah, except we checked the warehouse. Nothing's missing. Tell me you didn't drive this here.
Please. I drove Maggie, my little red car.
And then you sweet-talked Officer Cho into sneaking you past the tape. Wait, your car has a name?
Doesn't yours? So you were saying not a robbery?
No, this is a low-rent place without surveillance cameras. A robber would have come in, taken what he wanted once the janitor was dead. I think this was personal.
There's blood and skin under the victim's fingernails. We can get the killer's DNA from that.
Title search will give us the owner of the warehouse and any legal proceedings involving the property.
The only question is whether there was something going on here that wouldn't be on the books.
Bill places are the best fronts. I'll chat up the locals, see if there's anything more interesting for sale here at the House of Lamps, Lamps, and more lamps. All right, Maggie, where should we start?
Just keep driving. Don't scream. I got a gun. My name's Jimmy Galvin.
Oh, God.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
No, you're gonna kill me because you wouldn't tell me your name unless...
I just need your help.
To flee a crime scene where you just beat a guy to death with a radio.
Ben Cooper was dead when I got
You
there.
expect me to believe that?
My dad is in jail. Okay, death row. Ben Cooper was the only person who was gonna help him out. Now that he's dead, I don't have anybody, okay? That's why I need to talk to you.
Deep breath.
Just listen to me. You're a crime reporter for the Register. I've seen your face on the byline picture. I have 2 days to stop an execution.
Wait. Is your father Paul Galvin, who's scheduled to die in
2 days? Yeah. Listen, my dad's innocent, okay? And I've read your work. You care about the truth, and you know people, and you're smart.
No, you're just getting all flattery.
You don't have to be scared of me.
Maybe if you didn't have a gun.
I don't. Okay? You can pull over.
What?
This is everything there is about my dad's case. I'm putting his life in your hands.
Where do I know this guy from? Does he go to my coffee shop? Is he my old high school gym coach? Was he my mailman? What?
You're sitting. You never sit.
It's late. I'm tired. Go on.
I'm waiting for the results on the killer's DNA. What did Cooper's background check show?
No next of kin. A few drug arrests years ago.
No signs of recent drug use. Are you coming down with something? Come on. Let me feel your forehead.
I do not have a fever, Mom.
I'm not cutting this man open till you tell me what's wrong.
Okay. Look, just between us. It's the third week of the month. At least it's supposed to be, for me. But it's not. I'm late.
Late. You work too hard. You don't eat right. Cycles get off balance sometimes. I mean, at least we know you're not pregnant. I mean, we'd be talking about an immaculate conception, right?
Well, I may have had a one-night stand.
Girl, a one-night stand is a big step forward for you. Okay, in a way, who's the guy?
Tom.
Tom?
Yes.
Tom? Your ex-husband slash boss who's getting remarried in a matter of weeks, Tom? Okay, really more of a backward step. Oh my God, and no one thought to use protection.
Yes, we did. We thought that condom was kind of old.
How old was this antique condom?
Oh, you know what? Let's not go down that road.
Latex is very durable.
Okay, please don't focus on that point. It was a one-time thing.
Oh my God.
It was a mistake.
Oh my God.
Whatever. Will you stop saying, oh my God? What? Text message from Cindy. She wants to meet us in the diner.
When are you gonna tell him?
There's nothing to tell him yet. Ever. We're just keeping our distance.
Clearly, that's working for you. I'll do your pregnancy test.
Hello, I am in the middle of solving a murder, and Cindy just said she has something on the crime. And if you tell anyone about my sleeping with Tom, I will come at you with that bone saw.
I'm not saying a word. I'm putting Mr. Cooper in the fridge, and I'll catch up with you in 10.
I so don't feel better now that we've talked.
Give me 10.
Tom?
Hey, Linz. How you doing?
Fine, why do you ask?
Well, my mama taught me a little thing called being polite.
Years ago, Ben Cooper was the key eyewitness in a murder investigation. His testimony convicted a man named Paul Galvin. The victim was a deputy district attorney who worked in your building.
That's why I know Ben Cooper's name. Do you know this case? DDA Tracy Welling was raped and murdered in her apartment.
Before my time. Ben Cooper lied on the stand. His testimony put an innocent man on death row, but he was about to recant.
And you know this how?
The guy who was on death row, I sort of met his son, Jamie. How'd you meet him? Just around. You know, I meet people.
So, between the last time we saw you and now, you met Paul Galvin's son.
Please don't give me the laser vision. It makes me really nervous. All right, I wasn't gonna say anything before because this is gonna sound really, really bad, but it actually isn't, so just hear me out. Jamie got into my car at the crime scene.
You went off with a total stranger? Have we taught you nothing?
He said he had a gun.
What?
He kidnapped
Are you okay? He was very sincere. And not about the gun. He made that part up.
He kidnapped you.
Not really.
Pretend gunpoint still counts as being restrained against your will.
Let's take you to the hospital, get you checked out.
He didn't touch me. I'm fine.
Tell me everything. Start with the description.
Okay, he was kind of cute. And he had a little blood in his shirt.
More, please.
Guys, an innocent man is about to be executed in like 48 hours.
Check, please.
It's no different from any other trial. But it was your first big case. Second chair, and the victim worked in this office. We had the killer cold, criminal record, fingerprints at the scene, bulletproof eyewitness. Done. An eyewitness named Ben Cooper, right? What if someone told you Cooper was about to recant his testimony?
I would say that somebody was a conspiracy theorist in need of attention, and I'd advise him or her to go start a blog.
Been meaning to call you. Spent some time working on your boyfriend's malpractice case. Advised his attorneys to move for dismissal on the grounds of you're not even listening.
I'm sorry. That's great news.
Yes, it is. And I know that look, so what's on your mind?
I was talking to Denise about one of her old cases. I'm trying to figure out what her angle is.
Good luck. Speak of the devil. You ready to go?
Yeah.
Good seeing you, counselor.
Good night, Jill. Good night.
Jamie Galvin's last known address is apartment 2B, second floor.
So, this guy kidnaps your friend, tells him he has a gun, and she thinks he's cute.
Yeah, she definitely used the word cute.
Why do you hang out with this girl?
Some women just lose all sense of reality in the face of cuteness. Apparently, even if the guy is fleeing a murder scene.
A scene at which he had opportunity, means, and motive.
And blood on his shirt. You're with me on this?
100%. Make that 95.
Paul Galvin. I'm Jill Bernhardt, San Francisco DA's office. I have some questions about your trial. 7 years ago, Ben Cooper testified he saw you leaving DDA Tracy Welling's apartment the night she was murdered.
Yeah, she lived downstairs from me. But I only remember being in her place once.
Tell me.
I was trying to get a job because my disability checks had run out. But I had done some time for my DUIs. So Tracy sat me down in her living room and wrote me a character reference. It meant a lot.
Is that why you sent roses to her office 3 Mondays in a row?
I had a crush on her. After a few weeks, I took the hint. I think. Back then, I was a blackout drunk. So there's lots of stuff I don't remember, including the night of Tracy's murder.
And that's why you waived your last appeals. Because you're not sure you didn't do it.
Well, my lawyer was useless anyway. I'm not a rapist or a murderer, but when you can't remember a whole day of your life, it gets pretty hard to defend yourself. I don't want Jamie fighting this. He can't stop the execution. He needs to make his peace and move on. You tell him I said that.
I don't know if I can. There was a gas explosion at Jamie's apartment.
What? Is he hurt? Is he dead?
We don't know yet.
Hey, fire department wouldn't let us in until this morning. The good news is there's no human remains, so we still have a suspect in our janitor's murder.
The NA's canvassed all the neighbors, came up with a whole lot of nothing.
So there's nowhere to tell whether Jamie rigged this to cover his tracks after killing Ben Cooper.
Or if someone was trying to silence Jamie the way they silenced Ben Cooper. I'm gonna head back to the hall. I had everything on the Tracy Welling murder trial pulled, whatever's going on here. I think it all goes back to that.
DA Pratt, good morning, sir. I was looking for the archives of Tracy.
Denise, hope you had your espresso. Got the jurisdiction exhibits ready?
Yes, to both, sir.
Bernhardt, you were saying.
You're busy. I'll come back later.
No, you've got me now. What about the archives?
I was researching the Tracy Welling murder trial. The transcripts are missing.
Probably all being digitized.
I didn't ask for any research.
You were first chair. You got the death penalty for Paul Galvin. If I could have a few minutes of your time to ask you some questions.
One of your DDAs has time to look into cases from 7 years ago? Now, I thought you ran a tight ship.
Not to worry, Bruce. I'll be upping her caseload.
My research is part of a current murder investigation.
Call my assistant. She'll get you on the books.
No, I have to work tonight. Can you hear me?
Girls, here's what we know. Son of death row guy had means, motive, and opportunity to kill Ben Cooper last night. He fled the crime scene, kidnapped Cindy, and then went on the run.
His name is Jamie Galvin, and he only went on the run because someone tried to kill him. Listen, my instincts are telling me this.
You, not old enough to have instincts. And I'm not saying that Jamie has to be the killer, but I am saying that the simplest explanation is usually the right one.
Do we have any idea where Jamie might have gone?
We issued a be on the lookout for him, but no sightings of him yet. We do know that he's posting on his website.
Organizing a protest outside San Quentin. We faxed Jamie's photo to every Wi-Fi spot in the city.
Meanwhile, I pulled all the forensic evidence on the Tracy Welling murder trial as requested.
We're reopening the case? Cool.
No, we're not reopening anything. We're trying to figure out who murdered our janitor, Ben Cooper, and if his testimony in the old trial had anything to do with it.
I called every archive in the state. No one can find the transcripts from the trial.
Our taxpayer dollars at work.
No one in my department wants to talk about the case.
I don't know why they'd mind. Everything seems in order here. No semen on Tracy Welling's body, but there was other physical evidence of rape. The cause of death was asphyxia due to suffocation, and there was some unidentified blood sample found in Tracy Welling's kitchen sink.
Unidentified as in not Paul Galvin's?
Unidentified as in unidentified.
Wait, Jamie talked about this in the notebooks. The prosecution said that anyone could have left the blood there, even weeks before the crime happened.
Paul's public defender should have pointed to that blood as reasonable doubt.
Can you retest that blood sample?
Yeah, glad to. Any other tests we should run?
Not right now. Jill, did you go to death row and talk to Paul Galvin?
I did. I looked him in the eye. I think he's innocent. I'm gonna apply for a stay of his execution.
Our club rocks.
It's not a club.
Excuse me, none of this proves that cute Jamie Galvin didn't kill Ben Cooper last night.
Jamie didn't kill anyone.
I'm with her.
I'm undecided, but sympathetic.
I'm touched that everyone wants to see the best in people. I am a cop. I don't have that luxury.
You go on your gut all the time. You can take one look at a guy.
And I haven't seen Jamie Galvin because after he kidnapped you, he disappeared off the face of the earth. By which I mean no one has heard from him, am I right?
Yeah? Totally.
Worst liar ever.
Don't make me charge you with obstruction.
Every time a girl gets a little flustered, you start whipping out the charges.
Please spare us all the pain of watching you try to bluff.
I'm not bluffing. If Jamie were to have sent me a text message, say, this morning, I would have promised to keep that text message a secret.
Hey.
Hey.
Sorry, I'm wrecked. I couldn't exactly go home and change.
Or sleep?
I'm all right. So you have some news?
I talked to a lawyer. She's putting together an emergency application for a stay of your dad's execution.
Lawyers always turn me down. How'd you get her to do that?
She's a friend. And I have another friend I'd like for you to meet.
Inspector Lindsay Boxer.
You set me up.
You can trust her.
Nowhere to go, Jamie.
Out of my way.
That's not gonna help.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Ben Cooper.
You were at the crime scene. You abducted Cindy Thomas.
Ben Cooper was gonna change his testimony. He was the one person that wanted to actually help my dad. I would not have hurt him.
Open. I'm having your DNA tested against the blood we found under Ben Cooper's fingernails.
Label that right now. I don't want anything messing with the chain of evidence.
His attitude like that makes me think...
I don't care what you think. They're gonna execute my dad in 36 hours. If I can't help him, then that puts the blood on your hands.
What about that blood on your shirt?
When I found Ben Cooper, I was trying to help him. I touched his head.
I'm so tired of this story.
It's new to me. I'd like to hear it. Yeah?
Jamie's story is very consistent.
Let's see what his DNA says.
But you walked into a door.
No thanks. I can't be a wuss and drive at the same time.
You let her drive?
We're going to Walnut Creek. I don't do the Caldecott Tunnel.
We have an interview with a guy named Henry Dow. He's still the building manager of the place where Tracy Welling and Ben Cooper and Paul Galvin used to live.
A lot of names in this case.
Keep up, Tom.
Thanks for taking Jamie on as a client. Got another favor to ask.
I'll keep talking. I don't like it when you owe me.
I'm applying to have his father's execution stayed.
Wow, that's a delicate proposition, given that you're with the same DA's office that put Galvin away.
That's why I need a defense attorney to file the application.
I'm in.
Just like that? No quid pro quo?
Your death row prisoner might be innocent. And in my opinion, that's a good enough reason not to kill him.
This only take a few minutes.
All right.
Cute kids.
Thanks. My sisters. At least now I have an extra room for them when they come to visit. Of course, Haven't told the kids what happened here. This is Tracy Welling's old apartment.
Was that her bedroom back there?
Yep. Yeah, nobody wanted to rent this place after the murder, so landlord made me take it. By then, half the tenants had already moved out, but I had to repaint it, put new furniture in. Would you mind putting those photos away?
Sorry.
When did you meet Ben Cooper?
Hired him in '99. He was just out of rehab, but he was trying to go straight, but he had these friends that kept coming looking to score, so that's why I'd eventually let him go.
Did you stay in touch after that?
Hadn't seen him in years. Why?
We're trying to find someone who can tell us about his relationship with Jamie Galvin, Paul's son.
I wouldn't expect them to be friends. And I remember Jamie from the trial. He seemed a little off.
What do you mean, off?
When they read the guilty verdict, kid went out of his head. I mean, the bailiff had to hold him down. He's hell of a temper, like his father.
You think Jamie had it in him to kill a man?
Like I said, apple don't fall far.
Ben Cooper's false testimony caused a severe miscarriage of justice 7 years ago.
DDA Tracy Welling was a highly respected member of my office.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The DA's key eyewitness was about to recant.
An assertion based on a printout from a web page of Jamie Galvin's, a supposed email from Ben Cooper, a man who's now dead and can neither confirm or deny any of this. You can't take this seriously.
Somebody took it seriously. Ben Cooper ended up dead last night. Sorry. Sorry, Your Honor.
Under the rule of plain error, Paul Galvin must be granted a new trial.
Paul Galvin's romantic advances had been rejected by the victim
I've been
on
rejected
numerous...
plenty of times, and that doesn't make me a murderer.
Galvin was an ex-con and a blackout drunk with a violent temper. And Ben Cooper, a reliable eyewitness, came forward of his own volition and gave an exact description of Paul Galvin leaving DDA Tracy Welling's apartment on the night of her murder.
Ms. Bernhardt, anything to add?
I believe my colleagues have said more than enough, Your Honor.
I'm inclined to agree. Tracy Welling's family's waited 7 years for justice.
Paul Galvin has been waiting for justice as well, Your Honor.
And I've heard nothing to suggest that he hasn't received it. Since this letter from Ben Cooper to Jamie Galvin can't be verified as genuine, neither can we verify Ben Cooper's alleged intention to recant. Application for a stay of execution is summarily denied.
All we're asking is for the time to find out the truth.
Miss Thomas, I'd rather not have you arrested for contempt.
Well, would you rather go...
What are you doing here?
Other than to offer my belated yet heartfelt apologies for setting up your takedown, which I only did because I know that my friends will help you. I got arrested for contempt of court. We had this total neocon judge.
Turned down the stay, didn't he? Listen, tell your friends I said thanks. And get me the hell out of here.
You should be nicer to her. She determines what happens to you.
What are you talking about?
First of all, today's judge was not the end of the road. The next stop is the U.S. Court of Appeals.
Second, I did the preliminary blood typing on Jamie's DNA, and it's not a match to fingernail scrapings from Ben Cooper's body.
Proving that Jamie did not kill Ben Cooper last night.
You see, I told you.
So is that pizza some form of apology?
Do you want the breadsticks or not?
She's sorry that she didn't believe you.
Which leaves the kidnapping. Do you want to press charges?
For a little fake gunplay. Nah, I'm cool.
Thanks.
I had to ask. I, too, am declining to press charges for assault on a police officer. So, guess what did match the fingernail scrapings we got off Ben Cooper's body?
The unidentified blood found in Tracy Welling's apartment in 2000.
What are the odds? Unless the same person murdered them both.
Which means that Tracy Welling's killer is still out there. And still killing people.
And Paul Galvin is about to be executed for a crime he didn't commit. We have 24 hours to catch a double murderer and to save your father's life.
Hey, honey. Sorry I never came home last night. I've been working on a writ of habeas corpus to try to get an execution postponed. We've got 17 hours left. I'll call you later. I love you.
Why the guilty look? You're not lying to him. At least not about working all night.
On an 80-page writ, supported mainly by... what? Hope? Chutzpah? You know this is a Hail Mary.
I certainly do. But I can never resist a challenge.
We need more coffee.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm having Jacoby track down all of Ben Cooper's old drug acquaintances. The unis are canvassing his neighborhood again. Meanwhile, Tom is calling everyone who knew our lawyer victim, Tracy Welling, back in the day. What am I missing?
How about a plan from you?
I'm throwing everything against the wall.
Not about the case, about Tom. What if you find out you're pregnant?
Oh, I'm not even thinking about that right now. Okay, maybe just a little.
And would you keep the baby?
Of course.
And when would you tell Tom? Before or after the wedding? Because if it's before, you know he'll probably call it off.
I'm not trying to break up Tom's engagement.
Okay, so you are trying to improve his relationship with Heather by having sex with him.
We don't even know if I'm pregnant.
So take a damn test.
It's probably nothing, Claire.
And until you know for sure, you get to feel like it could be something, right?
I appreciate your help, but you can't have it both ways.
Is there any chance that I could finish my coffee before you have one of your moments?
This is a transcript of Ben Cooper's deposition from 2000. From the missing court archives, it was left under my door.
Whoever left the file clearly wished to remain anonymous.
Yesterday, D.A. Pratt said Ben Cooper gave an exact description of Paul Galvin. These transcripts make it clear that was a lie.
Excuse us.
Sure.
You never heard this from me. When Tracy Welling was murdered, she was having an affair with D.A. Pratt.
And he didn't recuse himself from the trial? And you knew, and you didn't say anything?
At the time, I was convinced by the evidence against Paul Galvin, but the other night, when you told me that Ben Cooper planned to recant his eyewitness testimony, I remembered his early deposition.
Which D.A. Pratt took. If he suborned perjury from Ben Cooper then, he'd want to keep it a secret. Now, Pratt had a motive to kill Ben Cooper.
Do not think that I would go that far.
I'm sure you wouldn't, because that trial made your career. You moved into Tracy Welling's old office after Paul Galvin was found guilty. But you can't help me try to undo the case and hope to remain unaffected.
I never claimed to be unaffected. The reason I knew about the affair was because Tracy Welling was my friend. How do you think it feels to sit at her desk and wonder if we got the wrong guy?
Denise, when the truth comes out...
I won't be telling anyone I was your source on this. I'm sure your doctor boyfriend would hate to find out what happened last month. With Hanson on your desk. Our office walls are very thin.
I know you're a busy man, so if you have to head out at any point, just, you know. Anyway, talk to my people and explain that there's no reason for them to go digging into a 7-year-old murder trial. Good?
I'm sorry, do y'all need the room?
We won't be long.
You sure? We can head up to my office.
Don't do it. He'll start showing you his baseball memorabilia. You'll never be heard from again.
I have no idea what she is talking about, unless you're a fan of The Amazing Ace.
Hey, can I get some legal advice to settle a bet?
Really not the time.
He doesn't want to lose the bet.
I don't mind. Go ahead.
Okay, I have a witness in a murder case.
Yeah.
This witness saw the murderer, but he doesn't quite know how to describe the guy. Is it okay if I jog his memory a little, you know, suggest specifics to him?
You'd be getting into murky waters there, legally speaking.
See? That's what I thought. So if I fed the guy an exact description and had him repeat it back to me, chapter and verse, that would pretty much be the question, legally speaking.
No, that is not what I said you should do. I mean, that would be, what do you call it?
Witness tampering? Or is that suborning perjury?
I'm sure the lieutenant would never suggest that course of action.
No. He's not the one that gave me the idea. I actually was reading a transcript of a deposition that you took in 2000. The witness's name was Ben Cooper.
Thank you for the coffee.
Ben Cooper was a witness in the murder of DDA Tracy Welling. I heard a rumor that you were sleeping with her back then. In my experience, once you find the lover, you usually find the killer.
If you have any other questions, I'll invite my lawyer to join us.
Why don't you do that, sir? long do we have left?
6 hours? I wish I could compel a DNA sample.
A look at the back of his neck would do. I've been thinking about how our janitor fought with his attacker. Claire said that Ben had the killer's blood under 4 fingernails on each hand, but not under his thumbnails, like he was trying to hold the murder off. You know, maybe he got his hands around the guy's neck. That's where Ben would have scratched his attacker.
I know D.A. Pratt. He won't move a muscle till his lawyer gets here.
He got away with murder once. He thinks he's gonna do it again. I really should go see Claire while we wait.
I'll leave you to it while I gather affidavits for my court petition. Wish me luck.
You and me both.
Leave the Band-Aid.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. 7 years ago, D.A. Pratt coached Ben Cooper and skewed his eyewitness testimony because D.A. Pratt was the real killer and he was framing Paul Galvin to take the fall. Flash forward to the present, Ben Cooper knows that Paul Galvin's execution is only a few days away. He finally develops a conscience and wants to recant his old testimony. Maybe he asks D.A. Pratt about it. Pratt goes to see him, tells him to stay quiet. They argue. They fight, and Ben Cooper ends up dead.
Good theory, but hard to prove. Ben Cooper's in the drawer over there, and D.A. Pratt ain't talking.
All right.
According to your blood test, you are not pregnant.
Oh.
What you are is anemic.
Oh.
You have a deficiency of red blood cells. That's why you've been feeling so run down. This is a list of vitamins to get. Take the vitamins, eat some actual meals, and you'll be 100% in no time.
Okay. Thanks.
This is good news, right? Not being pregnant with your ex-husband's baby?
Yeah, of course, it's great. I just...
Thought maybe you and Tom would get a do-over?
No. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, look at me. Look at my life. This is not exactly Mother of the Year material. You know, maybe God's just telling me I already had my chance.
He or she is telling you, not right now, not this time. That's a long, long way from never.
You should see all the protesters. They fill the parking lot.
The press is all over this. You got a lot of people on your side.
It's nice to hear.
You met my friend Jill. She wrote a legal petition for you.
It's too late for all that.
We have 4 hours.
I'm just glad we got a chance to say goodbye.
No, don't talk like that.
Well, it's not going to change anything if I talk different. You got a bad break at me as a dad.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is. I've been letting you down your whole life. And I'm sorry I did. I didn't do better for you.
If I can show that D.A. Pratt knew Ben's testimony was unreliable, it'll really help my petition to the Ninth Circuit.
Okay, and all I have to do is tell you how Ben used to sell his drugs?
Exactly like you said to the police yesterday. I have an affidavit form here.
All right, let me move these out of the way.
Headed out of town?
Yeah, vacation. Leaving the night. You all right? You look a little...
Sorry. It's been a very long day.
Yeah, come on in. Go in the kitchen. Have a seat and I'll get you a drink.
Perfect.
Hate to admit it, but I need to get my glasses.
Because you were the...
You've reached the voicemail of Inspector Lindsay Boxer.
Hey, it's Jill. I'm at Henry Dow's apartment. I don't know how long I can stall him. He's headed out of town. You need to get here. I think he's our guy.
Go.
So I'll notarize your signature and fax it over to the court.
Hang on. I need you to walk me through this step by step.
I'm working, sir.
So formal. Here's your problem. You need to relax. And I got some questions for you about this affidavit before I sign anything. Or I could just forget the whole thing and get going.
All right. Ask away.
What's happening to him now?
The priest dips his fingers in oil, and then he makes the sign of the cross over your dad's eyes, ears, lips, hands, and feet. And then he asks God to forgive your dad for anything he's done or desired in his heart. And then he asks God to release your dad from all pain of body or mind.
If he's dead, doesn't that happen anyway?
That's another way to look at it.
Witness tampering, suborning perjury, obstruction of justice. No matter what, your career is over.
Question is, how does the rest of your life play out?
We're here to talk about a deal. Why isn't there a DDA present?
You have the chance to do one right thing in the time we have left.
30 minutes and counting.
Ben Cooper was scared. He would have never had the guts to come forward on his own.
We think someone sent him to you.
Who gave you Ben Cooper?
You okay?
A brief statement would be enough.
It's kind of too late for this, isn't it? What good can I do at this point?
You can tell the truth.
You see that format? Easy.
Mr. Dow, if you're not going to sign this, I really should
No,
go.
I'm not signing, I promise. You need my help, don't you? Hey, you need my help, don't you? Huh? Hey, look at me when I'm talking to you, huh?
I'm so glad I caught you at home. D.A. Pratt said I should talk to you. How'd you get those scratches on your neck, Henry? Henry Dow, you are under arrest for the murders of Ben Cooper and Tracy Welling. Let's wake up a judge.
My pleasure. Confess to both murders now, and we'll take the death penalty off the table.
Or you could wait till after midnight, and if Paul Galvin dies, then you get the death penalty, too.
Thank God.
And then a few days ago, you posted an update on your webpage saying that Ben wanted to recant.
Henry went to your webpage all the time. That was where he first heard the news about Ben.
So it was my fault that Ben died.
No. No, of course it isn't. And if it makes you feel any better, you were supposed to be next. It was Henry who set off that gas explosion in your apartment. He figured if you were dead, then no one else would stop the execution.
It was Henry that raped and killed Tracy Welling. She had called him and asked him to come over and fix her garbage disposal. He cut his hand in her sink. When she went to give him a Band-Aid, he tried to kiss her. She fought him. He ended up suffocating her. He panicked and ran.
Your father got caught between Henry Dow's frame-up and D.A. Pratt's rush to close the case.
You cannot blame yourself for what happened to Ben. He was following his conscience. Same way that you followed yours.
You saved your father's life.
The new A new day will come.
Thanks, Jamie. Yeah. Should thank them too.
Just doing our thing.
No, please. I want you to keep it. For your story.
Thanks.
You will be mine
You ready?
in a while. And honey, that's all I need.
I think Jamie kind of likes you.
You think?
Honey, that's all I need.
There's a guy at the end of the bar holding a rifle. So we move in, we're yelling. He doesn't back down, doesn't even look at us. So I take him from the left, a couple other guys go in from the right, and we realize the rifle is attached to a video game. Guy been playing a game this whole damn time. We ask him why he didn't give up the gun.
He says, because I already paid my 25 cents.
Guy says he's just about to hit level 10.
To believe a new day will come.
You're hand in hand beneath the trees, and soon there's music in the breeze. You're acting kind of smart, and then your heart just goes whack. Those trees that breeze, they're part of a tender track.
Show's over here.
Oh, okay.
Name of the deceased?
Dakota Manning, a.k.a. Glenn Whitney, the club owner Oliver Dupree founder. Him, the body.
Let's get Mr. Dupree in here.
Hell of a way to make an exit.
Are you just gonna leave her like that?
Mr. Dupree?
Darling, tonight I wish I weren't. Pardon me. I have to deal with some looky-loos. Dakota was my greatest star. I have to protect her.
Can you tell us what happened?
Around 7, I was passing by here, and I heard Glenn behind closed doors with somebody. Now, I did not recognize the voice, but they were arguing something fierce.
Was the voice male or female?
Male. Although you can never be too sure here at the Illusion Room.
What were they fighting about?
Inspector, my mother was a simple girl from Abilene when she bought this place, and she taught me, when your castle's full of queens, you stay on the other side of the moat. But when Dakota didn't show up on stage by 8:30, I came looking.
Thank you for your help.
I've seen my share of freak accidents. Something tells me he didn't trip, fall, and drown in there.
Definite signs of a struggle.
Yeah, no shortage of suspects either. If the body was discovered at 8:30, that means the whole audience would have been here. Break a leg, superstar.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Inspector Lindsay Boxer from the San Francisco Police Department. Please take your seats. There's been a murder. So much for glamour.
Subconjunctival hemorrhage. He was heaving hard enough to blow the blood vessels in his eyes. Gastric contents indicate a standard issue crudité plate. Explains how you're a size 4, you skinny thing. There's menthol in my purse if you need it.
No, someone's already got dibs on it.
Roses, espresso, fresh baked cinnamon buns. I'm fine.
What do you think, Claire?
If you hadn't pointed out the signs of struggle, I'd have said textbook drug overdose.
But he did drown.
Can't say definitely till the autopsy.
That audience is full of surly lawyers who claim we have no right to hold them. They're making this out to be some kind of a gay gitmo.
I'm on it.
Hi, folks. Hi, I know you've been waiting a while.
This is terrible. Dakota was an icon in the gay community. She hosted charity events. She grand marshaled the Pride Parade.
How did you get in here?
The bouncers know me. I'm Grace to, like,
10 wills in the city.
Well, then you're the perfect person to ask around about Glenn Whitney. Can you find out who hated him enough to take him for a swim?
My friend Dominic works at the San Francisco Gay and Lesbian Center. If he can't offer up some leads, no one can.
Well, sadly, there is someone else.
Glenn made sure I took my medicine every morning. He'd stand there, glass of water in one hand, fistful of horse pills in the other, and cheer as I downed them. It's ridiculous, I know, but he was hell-bent on killing my cancer with kindness, and he did. I've been in remission 3 months.
How long were you two together, Mr. Ford?
10 years. And it's Bruce.
Were you involved in the show, too?
Glenn recruited all the talent for Dakota Manning's Cabaret, Drag Race. I made them spectacular.
Had he had any recent conflicts with anyone?
No. Why?
Before the show, Mr. Dupree said that he heard Glenn arguing in his dressing room.
That's not possible. While he was transforming, Glenn never received visitors. Not even me. He'd hold himself up, mix himself a dirty martini, and he wouldn't emerge until curtain.
What is it?
There were some guys at the club a few weeks ago. Drunk, homophobic punks looking to make trouble. They heckled Dakota, and she gave it right back to them, ripped into them until they left with their tail between their legs. Now, I'm not a big believer in coincidence.
Neither are we.
But that night, the cars in the lot were vandalized. Glenn's took the brunt of it. Windows were smashed. All of his costumes were stolen. Some of my best work.
Did you call the police?
Yes, but without names or eyewitnesses, they said there was nothing they could do. Please don't tell me I'm gonna hear that again.
Not from us. You know, property crimes really needs to step it up. I pulled the report for the car vandalism at the Illusion Room. There are no photographs. The address is wrong. The event description is blank. I mean, we're trying to solve a homicide. This is the in-house help we get?
Jacoby?
What's that?
Nothing. Babcock got us a group discount at the International House of Ties. I'll put it away.
Well, why would you do that?
Because it's a 100% silk reminder of your ex-husband's wedding. Some would find it distracting.
I am laser focused on this case. A little Italian neckwear isn't going to distract me. Can we please fast forward to Sunday when the stupid wedding will be over with? It's all anybody can talk about. You were just talking about it, weren't you?
Actually, the opposite. As in where you, Cindy, and I will be instead.
The Transcendence Spa. Come experience bliss. I hate bliss.
We know. But nothing rids the body of impurities and thoughts of your ex-husband's nuptials faster than a green tea body wrap.
I would rather have a bathtub full of bourbon.
I just got Glenn Whitney's preliminary blood work back. He had GHB in his system, causes euphoria, increased sex drive.
I checked with Glenn's partner. He swears he didn't use.
Well, GHB isn't always recreational.
Yeah, it's the date rape drug.
A GHB overdose matches what we observed at the scene. An autopsy should confirm it.
Okay, let's meet back here at the end of the day.
About that? As y'all know, while you're all transcending tomorrow, I'm gonna be at Tom's wedding, and I'm not happy about it. My allegiance lies with you, but getting out of the house and seeing old co-workers is the first thing my husband has been looking forward to in months.
Well, so what's the problem?
The problem is everyone in homicide wants their autopsies before the big day, and I'm buried. Something only complicated by I'm taking a half day today. You know this means you'll be dealing with my sub.
Have fun at my ex-husband's wedding.
There you are. Off the lead about Glenn Whitney's car, I stopped by the Gay and Lesbian Center's hate crime office. Here's a copy of their report on the incident.
Okay, this is what I call a case file.
Anyway, am I the only one who sees Greek letters scratched in there?
Pi Theta Delta.
And the only school in the city with a chapter of that frat is 4 miles from the Illusion Room.
SFPD, can we come in?
Well, sounds like a yes to me.
What is that smell?
Misspent youth.
Dude, I got a 2 o'clock final.
Cry me a river, doll. Do any of these fine young men look familiar?
The one in the gray sweatshirt and the 2 on the far right.
They were Dakota's hecklers, no doubt. Those are his dresses.
We got 3 positive IDs.
Well, for the vandalism and property theft, yes. I just got off the phone with the chapter president. Pi Theta Delta hosted a toy drive for the Children's Hospital the night of the murder. All the boys were apparently accounted for.
So they just get to go home.
They're not going home to much. Once I file hazing and underage drinking charges with the university, that house of theirs, as good as gone.
May I have Glenn's things now?
We can only release personal belongings to family members, spouses, or children. Do you have a certificate of domestic partnership?
Did Glenn have a will?
When I was sick, I wanted us both to draw one up, but he refused. He said it meant I was surrendering to the cancer. Now what happens?
Intestacy laws dictate his remains and property passed to next of kin.
To his parents, the ones who disowned him. Glenn would not want that. This is a nightmare. Our house is in his name.
I can help file a temporary restraining order against the family. It'll buy you some time. It'll prevent them from barging in and taking things. Otherwise, there's not much else we can do. Sorry.
Busy?
Just a little trying to tie up some loose ends before... What's up?
Glenn Whitney's domestic partner was just here, and seeing how he wasn't really prepared to be one half of a couple all of a sudden. I mean, sometimes it's not all of a sudden, sometimes, you know, it's gradual. Whatever way it happens, it's sad. I mean, he didn't get a chance to tie up loose ends, you know, he didn't get a chance to say goodbye, and it just made me think about how important it was to mark the end of something and, you know, make sure things end on a good note.
Linz.
But tomorrow it's a big day for you, and in a way it is for me too. But truthfully, Tom, I just wanted to extend my warmest...
Tom, it's a disaster. Buffalo snowed in. The airport is shut down, and my entire family is stuck. Who's gonna walk me down the aisle? And we're gonna have 3 empty tables at the reception. Oh my God, you're in the middle of something.
Actually...
No. It's okay. We're done.
The Whitney autopsy is your first order of business.
Not according to the case number.
Okay. Inspector Boxer is expecting a quick turnaround, so if...
The order received is the order cleaved. That's protocol.
Bernhard, an act of God has left one of our colleagues in crisis. Now, I've asked our office to roll up its sleeves.
Sure. What do you need?
Excellent. Claire's scheduled tomorrow. We're going to Lieutenant Hogan's wedding.
Tomorrow's no good. I have plans, uncancelable plans, with a friend with a crisis of her own.
This is a move to bolster interdepartmental relations. It's a work function, i.e. mandatory. Anything else?
Good. Details are in my e-bite. My computer is down.
3 o'clock, Marina Plaza, +1, and oh, it's a green event, so put together carpool.
Linz. We got good news and bad news. The bad news is mostly terrible for me because I'm being forced by the evil powers that be to miss Spa Day in favor of Tom's wedding. The good news is you're going to be getting some one-on-one bonding time with... Ta-da! You think I'm going to talk too much?
No. It's just that Glenn Whitney's date book is preoccupying me.
Obviously, because you ignored the words me, forced, and Tom's wedding.
Well, I had a hunch. Denise has been running around telling everyone how she saved the day.
Wouldn't she just?
Anyway, Glenn had meetings with a guy named Thaddeus once a week, and taped to the page of today, there's a check made out to Thaddeus, and I have no idea for what.
Wasn't a wig fitting if they met at the Hotel Eureka. That place is male prostitute central.
He was cheating on Bruce?
Maybe Thaddeus fought with Glenn in his dressing room.
Well, hustlers have plenty of access to GHB. I know, I've prosecuted my share.
Well, I guess it's check-in time at the Hotel Eureka.
There he is.
How about we wake the dead, not the other way around? Damn it, I ordered extra caramel. Did you change my coffee order again?
Yes, because that's not coffee, that's diabetes on ice.
It's late. Carbs help me think.
Perfect. Think on him. Say hello to Simon. He's an EMT who works with Luke.
He's holding a kitten.
Which he saved at the scene of a fire along with a toddler and a senior citizen.
Oh, you're good.
You know I don't do blind dates.
Fine, you can tell him that yourself when he calls.
You gave him my number? Ah, pimp.
None.
Okay, ladies. Here we go.
And I told you I'd be more than happy to talk once someone gets hospitable and brings me dinner. I didn't ask to be on break.
What do you have?
One cranky hooker, a migraine, and
You wanna get that for me over there?
she found her 30 minutes ago.
Ma'am, can you tell us what happened here?
Y'all can just take a number until I get some crab rangoon up in here.
Fantastic, right? Jill Bernhardt, DA's office. I had you in court a few years back.
You cut your hair. Looks nice, girl.
Hi. I seem to remember we settled on probation. Now you're back on Turk Street with God knows what kind of pipe in your purse. Who's your PO again?
How can I help?
You recognize her?
No. But she's in the wrong neighborhood, that's for sure. Boys on this block like their women bionic. That one has all the parts the good Lord gave her.
Did you see anything else? Anyone in or out of here?
It's been a slow night.
All right, let's get her something to eat.
Streets hadn't aged her yet. I'd say she's almost pretty.
Whoever did this to her thought so too. You spared her face.
And bruising tells me the blow came at least an hour before death.
Not a bobby pin out of place. Her manicure's perfect. No working girl I've ever met would have gone down without a fight. She was taken by surprise.
Lividity on left shoulder, arm, and leg. She didn't die in this position.
And she was laying on her side, in the trunk or back seat.
I'll check clothes and hair for fibers.
The right shoe's probably falling off in John's car, too.
So what are you thinking?
Looks like a classic bump and dump.
Come on, you know me. Cindy Thomas, the Register. Can you give me the victim's name, age, anything? Hi. I looked for a press area, but there wasn't one.
It's because the prostitutes laying in this part of town at 3 a.m. isn't news.
Did you know that the crime desk assignment came with a pepper spray keychain and a police scanner? It's like my new TiVo. I can't turn it off.
Joe, why are you standing here socializing when there's potential evidence 3 feet behind you? Unless this is your purse, Joe. Emily Sherman. Wonder what her working name was. Hello?
Mom? Where are you? I'm sorry. Probably have a lot of work to do. I just can't leave her.
It's okay, take your time, sweetie. The only work we have, Alexis, is finding who did this to your mom. Can I ask you a few questions? When was the last time you saw her?
Before school. But I talked to her last night around 6. She called me while I was at my art class, totally freaking out.
Why?
She was going on her first date in like 5 years. I told her to raid my closet. We shared everything.
Do you know who she was going out with?
I don't know. When I was little, my mom didn't want me to think that every time she brought a guy home, I had a new dad, so she kept her love life private.
5 years, no dates.
When she opened the bookstore, she said that she didn't have the time or energy to meet someone new.
It's understandable.
She was just hiding the fact that she was lonely. I was the one who forced her to find someone, get back in the game.
Do you know where the date was?
No. She went to the gym first, though. Bayview Fitness.
Okay.
Can I go home now?
Actually, Alexis, why don't you come with me?
It's one impressive teenager.
Emily did a great job. Being a mom is hard enough. I can't imagine doing it alone. All right. The head injury wasn't lethal, but it was violent enough to knock her out. That's when the killer tied her up. These abrasions are on her ankles, too. I don't know what was used yet, but I can rule out your garden variety rope and electrical cord.
Any signs of sexual assault?
None.
Cause of death?
She asphyxiated on whatever was shoved in her mouth to keep her quiet. I have no way of knowing what it was. The killer took it with him.
So he's smart. Knows how to cover his tracks. You didn't ask to get back in the game, did you, Emily? You were very comfortable on your couch, in your pajamas, with a good Pinot, watching Prime Suspect on DVD.
Not that anyone is speaking from experience.
We'll get him.
We need to contact your father and let him know what happened.
Good luck. The last birthday card I got from him was postmarked Vermont, but that was 3 years ago. Wait, is he getting custody?
That's for the dependency court to figure out.
But what about our apartment and the bookstore? I mean, that was her life. I have to take care of it.
The trouble is, you're 17. Legally, you can't be on your own.
Yeah, but I always stay by myself. I mean, just ask my mom. She'll tell you.
It's gonna be okay.
Emily was my biggest success story. 6 months, we had her down 2 dress sizes, got her body mass to 18.5. No one was more committed.
Committed enough to squeeze in one more workout before her big day? We hear.
God, I kind of feel responsible.
Why is that, Mr. Roberts?
Emily was feeling insecure. She was having second thoughts about going out, so I pushed her. It's a trainer's job to get people out of their comfort zone, make them see they're capable of more.
But you didn't see her leave with anyone?
No. By that time, I was busy with Mrs. Hammond. Not a success story.
All that chit-chat, Emily Sherman never mentioned the name of her date?
She just called him her love space guy. You know, if that singles website everyone uses.
What?
Tom and the feds requested that Kiss Me Not stuff days ago, and you know how I feel about clutter.
This clutter represents 5 years, 1 failed marriage, and a lot of sleepless nights. They'll get it when I'm ready.
This was also in my work area.
That's my background check.
Who's Simon? Suspect? Person of interest?
Potential blind date. Get quippy and you die.
Well, it's clean except for one thing. There's a citation from a humane society, something about a kitten.
Damn it.
I say go for it. It's only 1 date.
I'm gonna walk this off.
Oh, Lindsay.
We are not on a first-name basis in public, Miss Thomas. I have nothing new for you in the Emily Sherman case.
I'm not here about that. I just want to make sure I didn't get anyone in trouble last night, 'cause that sweet Officer Cho was totally doing his job.
Why are we bothering him?
I was doing my job.
If, and this is a big if, we're going to have a relationship, we need to set up some ground rules.
Ready?
Okay. Rule number 1, if it looks like I'm too busy to talk, I am. Where are we on the lovespace.biz subpoena?
The company claims releasing Emily Sherman's chat logs compromises the entire site. They've got the Office of Privacy Protection involved. The back and forth could take weeks.
I don't have that kind of time.
I'm slipping through another member's back door.
My friend Hannah is tech editor of the paper, and when she found out that I was in Lovespace, she taught me this trick so that I could access the private sections of my dates' profiles.
Yes. See what they said about me after we went out. See how many women they're chatting up.
I'd like to remind everyone that this trick is really illegal and really, really inadmissible.
Hey, you're single. You want your own profile?
No.
Couldn't hurt. Need a picture?
Why is my relationship status a problem that everyone feels they need to solve? I'm not ready.
Of course you are.
Everyone said that to Emily Sherman, too.
I'm in. Okay, this is where she lists her job, likes, dislikes, what have you. The site then runs that information through a database and picks out potential suitors. That's when the chatting begins. And it was pretty chatty. It's gonna take me at least a day to go through all these.
Let me see your last correspondence.
Jared McCarthy confirming dinner the night of the murder.
He's a magazine editor. He likes walks in the rain and Michael Bublé. How romantic.
Look, I'm not interested in sharing the frickin' good news, okay?
Mr. McCarthy, I'm Inspector Boxer. This is Inspector Jacoby.
Sorry, the thumpers on the street can be pretty persistent. I was just trying to get some painting done.
We'd like to ask you a few questions about Emily Sherman. You met her on lovespace.biz.
What about her?
Throw on a shirt. We'll chat inside.
Actually, the place is kind of a mess, so.
Don't move.
Hey, stop! You can't go up there!
I'm a police officer. And people wonder why I don't date.
I wasn't torturing her. It was two consenting adults doing a scene.
From what? The Seagull?
Oh, thanks. She'll never call me again.
You've got bigger problems. Emily Sherman was murdered. From what we hear, you were the last to see her.
I never even met the chick, all right? She stood me up.
How can we verify that?
I don't know.
Try to think. Because as I'm looking around, I'm reminded that our victim was bound and gagged. Clearly, something you like to do.
Talked to the maitre d' at La Luna. He called me a cab, saw me leave alone.
And after that?
I came home and chatted online the rest of the night.
Is that how you met our kinky dental hygienist?
Her name is Barbara. And yes.
Funny, I don't see pleather on your list of likes.
I have profiles on more than one site. Love Space is for the nice girls. Bind Me Up is for the others. Doesn't mean I killed anybody. Look, all of those chats are time-stamped. I will print you a copy.
Did you give Alexis Sherman permission to go home without a legal guardian?
She isn't alone, Denise. She's staying with a neighbor while we look for her dad.
Right. Food stamp recipient Helen McTavish, age 81, cats 9. Hardly an acceptable caretaker.
After her mother's grisly death, staying with a family friend in familiar surroundings was our best option.
The county is her parent in absentia. You know the protocol. She enters foster care today.
Denise, please. The system will eat her alive.
Sad, but not this office's concern.
Can't you at least hold off until her father is located?
Oh, I am not doing anything.
A woman may have a law degree from Stanford, but her management style is straight out of Abu Ghraib.
Mrs. McTavish, I'm Jill Bernhard. May I speak with Alexis?
Oh, I'm sorry, dear. Alexis told me that the district attorney was sending her home.
Where's she?
If it's really true, you gotta walk the walk, yeah.
Alexis. What do you think you're doing?
I wasn't gonna stay, I swear. I just came to grab some stuff, but when I walked in, I could smell my mom's perfume. You know, it was like she was here.
Alexis, I know you miss her, but it does not mean you get to ignore the rules.
Fine. I'll go back to Miss McTavish and I'll apologize for lying.
I wish it were that easy. The court won't approve her as a guardian. You're entering foster care today.
No way! Okay, I've heard what those places are like. Most of the kids I paint with down in Ortega are runaways from foster care.
I'm sorry.
Are you? Do you have any idea what you're doing to me?
We should pack a bag. If you want, I can help you pick out a few of your mom's things.
You've helped enough.
You the boyfriend?
Yeah, Milo. Look, I know we're not supposed to be here, but she called me all hysterical, and I didn't know what to do. So I just brought over the paint. We got to work. She was calming down till you showed up.
Something tells me her mother wouldn't be too calm about all this.
Miss Sherman would be down. She loved me, and she always wanted Alexis to express herself.
How long have you two been expressing yourselves together?
A year? Dude, this is surreal. Only a few days ago, my girl had a mom, a life.
She's going through hell, Milo. She's raw, emotional. Her decisions will be too, which means you need to step up and be the calm voice of reason. Because we all want what's best for Alexis, right? What'd you find out about the boyfriend?
Milo Bishop, 17, high school dropout, up-and-coming graffiti artist. Other than that, no criminal record.
They're gone. Where are my boxes?
You don't keep the FBI waiting.
Those were my files.
Well, then why are they stamped property of SFPD? The feds are trying to solve the case, Lindsay.
A case that I've been working the past 5 years. I'm the one who filled out the profile on that monster. I stared into the faces of those poor women when this department refused to cough up more money for DNA.
You paid for the tests yourself. I know. I was the one who balanced our checkbook. Lindsay, this obsession is costing you a lot. When's the last time you took a vacation? I went to a movie, for Pete's sake. From what I hear, you're not even dating.
Can we be done? And just so you know, I am dating Simon, an amazing EMT who loves me just the way I am, obsessions and all.
Oh. Well, good.
Not good, Tom. Bigger and better.
Emily Sherman's xiphoid process was broken.
So what?
This piece of cartilage right there. It can snap when CPR is administered incorrectly.
Which means one of three things. It was an accident, our killer had second thoughts, or he was just trying to prolong the terror.
Whatever it was, it's not a pretty picture. Aside from that, the body's clean. No blood, DNA, nothing. Wish I could give you more.
Actually, you can. If Tom asks, EMT Simon and I have been together forever and we're completely in love.
So you lied?
Even my ex-husband is jumping on the Lindsay needs a date bandwagon, and I had to exit his office with some shred of dignity.
You know, I didn't realize our matchmaking efforts were upsetting you so much.
I just don't understand why it's such a big deal for everybody.
Well, Jill, she's a bit of a busybody. And in my case, I just think I'm trying to live vicariously.
Through me? Please don't say that.
Lindsay, there's a gorgeous guy out there who wants to get to know you, maybe even sweep you off your feet. It's exciting.
It's not anything.
Still, you have options. Some of us would kill for those.
What's going on at home, Claire?
Nothing. Specifically in the bedroom?
Okay, we've never actually talked about this. Is it difficult because of the...
The wheelchair?
Yeah, I mean, can Ed?
He can. We just don't.
Well, who usually initiates?
Before the shooting, my husband, always and everywhere.
Well, step up to the plate, sexy mama. Seduce the man.
I can't do that. And how did we go from the autopsy report to my sad sex life?
It actually started with mine.
Feeling anxious? It's completely normal. Emergency foster placement can be a little tricky, but I think you'll be pleased with the match we made.
Hey, Alexis. What are you doing here?
Taking you home. My cooking could be considered child abuse, so our options are Chinese, pizza, or Clamland. We'll skip that one.
So where's your boyfriend?
Who says I have a boyfriend?
There's aftershave in the pantry and a bunch of suits stuffed under my bed. So you're living in sin. Who cares?
You're a social worker, for one. But Luke's in Chicago at a medical conference, so technically this week I'm single.
This is our tour of American authors. Mark Twain's house, Willa Cather's birthplace. It's not the best vacation for a 5th grader, but when your mom owns a bookstore. I'm already having trouble picturing what she looks like when I close my eyes. Do the memories go too?
Some will. Luckily, they come back when you least expect it. Like finding a 20 in your jeans on laundry day. We reached your father. He lives in Florida now, Tampa.
Is he coming to get me?
Not yet.
That's code for he doesn't want you, right?
He's remarried. His wife just had a baby. They need more time to think it over.
Big deal. Florida's a pit anyway.
No, we're not giving up.
Your endless optimism is getting offensive. I mean, why do you even care?
Her father died when she was 8. Her mom remarried a guy named Billy. Let's just say he wasn't much of a dad. She ended up in the system for a while. All that shuffling around was tough. But she came out the other side. That was me. That's why I care.
We showed these to Alexis and the employees at Emily's store. No one can make an ID.
She really chatted up this many guys? Emily, I knew, got nervous if she had to ask a man to share the lap machine.
Did she ever mention Alexis's boyfriend?
Milo? All the time.
Fondly?
She wasn't keen on him. I don't know if it was because he was a bad guy or if he just reminded Emily that her little girl was growing up and starting to pull away. I know they fought about him, though. Wait, I know him.
Big stud for you?
His name's Dino Pally. He was a member here until we kicked him out. He was cornering women on the floor, getting inappropriate.
Did you ever see him interact with Emily?
That creep would interact with anything with 2 legs.
Ooh, oysters. My favorite. Aphrodisiac. Let's get a dozen.
Sure, Dino.
Nice top, by the way.
Thanks. So, have you met a lot of women on the site?
A few.
Anybody recently?
Let's not talk about them.
I'm just fascinated by the whole process. I mean, how do you decide who to contact? By her looks, by her hobbies? What was the last date you were on?
You keeping score or something?
Oh. All right, maybe I am. It's just intimidating. I am on my first love space date. And you're on your what, 70th or something?
How would you know that?
You're just so natural at this.
Yeah, well, 70 is a pretty specific number. You snooping around my account? You spying on me?
You have to understand, I've had such bad luck in the past. Internet dating is scary.
Can I scare you?
Only because, Dino, I needed you to like me. Now I see that I have betrayed your trust. I should go.
Hey. Sit down. Let's start over.
Really? Okay. Why don't you order me a glass of red wine? I'll be right back.
Boxer.
Before you get mad that I did not check with you first, this theory was a long shot. You could barely call it a hunch.
Go on.
You know how I said that I would sift through all of Emily's chats? Well, I did, and I discovered that she had a lurker, someone who contacted her once and then checked her profile obsessively, sort of like an online stalker. So I sent him a message pretending to be interested in a date. We decided on dinner, and now I am hiding in a restaurant busing station because he won't let me leave.
What's his name?
Dino Pally.
Where is he now?
Thank God. He is gone.
Cindy, that man is a person of interest. I want you to get in your car and meet me at the station immediately.
Hey. Where you going?
I thought you left.
Oh, goodbye?
I have to go.
But I have something for you. I want that bitch charged.
You chased a woman into a dark parking garage.
To give her a rose. We're gonna start over, so I ran across the street to the mini-mart.
Do you do those sweet gestures for your wife? Someone you neglected to mention in your online dating profile?
Hey, everybody cheats.
We only care about one of your extramarital interests. Emily Sherman.
Never heard of her.
That's odd, because you belong to the same health club, and you'd think you'd remember a woman whose webpage you visited 100 times in the last 2 months.
Okay, fine. I tried to chat her up, first at the gym and then online. But the stuck-up cow wanted nothing to do with me.
You may want to watch your language, Mr. Pally. Emily Sherman is dead.
What's that got to do with me?
Rejection hurts. Makes a person angry. Angry enough to kill.
You people are nuts. I want my lawyer.
No problem. Just tell us where you were 2 nights ago between the hours of 7 and 10.
I was at the movies with my wife.
Well, big stud, that's who we get to talk to now.
Alexis, come and get it. Hey, get those headphones out of your ears. I'm starving.
Alexis was snubbed by her father, was staring down a year in a group home. I'd run away too. Matter of fact, I did.
What?
We have to consider other possibilities. Emily and Milo didn't get along, and Alexis and her mother fought about him too.
So you're saying they killed her?
Jacoby checked the skate park where Milo worked today. He hasn't showed up for his shift.
It just means they ran away together.
With the money they stole from Emily's store. We spoke to an employee this morning. The cash register was emptied of $500.
Linz, I know this girl. She's not a cold-blooded killer.
Which supports what Claire found.
Somebody tried to administer CPR to Emily before she died.
They may have lost their nerve, tried to revive her.
Inspector Boxer, come and find me when you have a minute. I want to discuss the Sherman investigation with you.
I was just filling in D.D. Bernhardt.
Miss Bernhardt moved herself from prosecutor to recipient witness when she so generously signed on as Alexis Sherman's foster parent. It was a surprise to us all.
Hey, our alert paid off at Transbay Terminal. Someone fitting Milo's description inquired about 2 bus tickets to Vegas. Uni scooped them up. They're on their way in.
Lindsay?
Sorry, do I know you?
Kitten guy.
Simon. Hi.
Extra caramel. Jill said it's your favorite. She also said you don't do blind dates, but now that we met, it's no longer an issue. So, Inspector Boxer, would you like to go out to dinner with me tonight?
Wow. This is so nice. It's just that we're in the middle of an investigation, right, Inspector Jacoby?
Oh, yeah. Of course, we always are. You know, girls gotta eat.
Hey, you must be Simon. Nice to meet you. Tom.
Tom.
Hogan.
Remember, honey? Tom, my boss. We never talk about work.
Tom from The Office.
Yes. Well, Simon was just leaving, weren't you, babe?
I was. See you tonight at 8. Bix.
I can't wait.
It's our anniversary. See you later.
Okay.
So, seems nice.
He's wonderful.
Where'd you two meet?
Crime scene.
Huh? So, which anniversary?
Oh, my God, Tom, if I didn't know you better, I'd think you were obsessed.
Hey, get off me!
Oh, interrogation.
Do what you want with me, but you're never gonna find Alexis.
What's in Vegas, Milo?
I don't know. Celine Dion?
Where's Alexis? We found her stuff at the motel.
I'm not telling you pigs anything.
You're in trouble, Milo. I'm not talking about the B&E, the robbery, the kidnapping. I'm not even talking about the murder one charge. You're in trouble because you and your girlfriend snowed a friend of mine, and now I'm pissed.
I didn't murder anybody.
And since you're not talking, I've got to go with my most probable theory, which is your girlfriend's mom hated you, and you wanted her gone. So you waited until Emily had plans. A night out with a blind date.
That's not true. I was hanging with Alexis that night.
Shame she's not around to back you up, huh?
Did she put you up to it? It must have seemed so easy at first. But then you heard Emily's skull crunch, and you felt her breath as you shoved the gag in her mouth, and it got too real, didn't it? You chickened out. It was too late.
None of that happened.
As we speak, forensics experts are processing the items from your motel room. If they find one shred of Emily Sherman's DNA, I will make it my personal mission to book you a cell right next to Scott Peterson.
Listen, I'm innocent.
Innocent men don't flee to Vegas.
We weren't fleeing. We're getting married. Then Alexis would be emancipated and her life wouldn't be completely wrecked. You've got to believe me.
Then tell me where your girlfriend is.
We needed a car. That's why we took the money from the bookstore. But it wasn't nearly enough. Alexis remembered that her mom just bought a bunch of personal training sessions worth like $2,000. She called the gym, but the trainer dude wasn't working today. So Alexis went over to his place to get the money back.
Are they analyzing Milo's belongings?
So far, there's no sign of hair or blood or anything we can test for Emily Sherman's DNA. But here's a contents list. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, but...
Careful, I might taint that too. Was I naive?
No, honey. You were just trying to be there for Alexis because no one was there for you.
So Swiss Army knife, pair of underwear, lambskin condoms. When is this, 1912?
Let me see that. I need to check something.
Policy dictates that I deliver this in person.
An administrative write-up?
It was an ethical breach to assume custody of a victim's daughter, especially a victim whose murder you would have been prosecuting. Steps had to be taken.
And a verbal warning wouldn't suffice? This lives in my file forever.
You should be thanking me. The powers that be, they were pushing for suspension. Slap a Band-Aid on that bleeding heart of yours, or your days in this office are numbered.
Alexis left half hour ago. I told her to meet me at the gym tomorrow. It's not like I keep that kind of cash at home.
Was she acting strange?
No? What's going on?
Excuse me. Excuse me 1 second, please. Yeah, boxer.
A latex allergy killed Emily Sherman. It's extremely rare. Less than 1% of the general population has it. Because there was no choking device at the scene, there was no way that I could have possibly known.
How do you know now?
Milo was carrying lambskin condoms. I paged Alexis's family doctor. He confirmed that she has a type 1 hypersensitivity to latex because there is a hereditary component. I checked Emily's body again. Those marks on her wrists and ankles, dermatitis at the site of contact.
So you used latex restraints?
Shoved them down her throat, too. That allergic reaction, left untreated, would have brought about anaphylactic shock, respiratory arrest, and death. Made me think about your bondage guy. He had a lot of latex, right?
Call you back.
Lindsay?
Alexis? Alexis, are you here?
So, Garrett Roberts was obsessed with Emily Sherman, snapped when she spurned his advances.
In his mind, he sculpted her into a whole new woman. How could she share that with any other man but him? The night of her date, they fought in the parking lot. Things escalated, and he hit her hard enough to knock her out.
Well, that's a long way from being bound and gagged.
Garrett was panicked, delusional. He wanted the chance to apologize to Emily, to convince her that he meant no harm.
Yeah, unfortunately, he had a client waiting.
Which left him no choice but to tie Emily up and stuff her in the back of his car.
Never counting on the latex allergy.
How long would she have lasted?
10, 15 minutes tops. She was long gone by the time he started the CPR.
So we found a deserted alley, dumped her there. Makes you want to quit the gym and get fat, doesn't it?
Here's your scotch.
Thank you.
How's the throat?
I'll survive. All right, ladies. I get to cap off this wonderful evening by canceling on a very sweet and unsuspecting EMT.
Oh, Simon? I took care of it.
What'd you say?
Lindsay had a very tough day at work. I left out the part about almost getting strangled to death and blowing a guy's kneecaps off, in case you wanted to leave the door open just a little bit. Here's his phone number, and that is the last you will hear from me on the subject.
Thank you. Any more questions, Lois Lane?
Yes. Cocktails, nicknames, does this mean that I am in the club?
Okay, there are some ground rules.
I already know a few. No ducking the tape at crime scenes, no first names in public, assume that everything is off the record until I'm told otherwise. What else?
Make me laugh when the chips are down.
When I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, even if you think I don't want to hear it.
Keep my secrets. Trust me with yours. Oh, and buy me shoes on my birthday.
So I'm in.
I just came to say goodnight. And I hate you. You were right.
Please, come in. Tell me more.
I used the Kiss Me Not case to avoid my life. My dedication, obsession, did cost me. And I can't help but think that if I would have put that kind of effort into other things, personal things.
Live and learn, right?
God, I hope so. And who knows, fresh eyes could be good for the case.
Yeah. Happy anniversary, by the way. You and bigger and better Simon?
We're not together. I've met him for the first time 8 seconds before you did.
Yeah, I figured that slap on the ass was a little much. So you're not dating anybody then?
No. And before you ask why, the official answer is, I'm not ready.
Unofficially?
Well, I just think that if I couldn't make it work with a guy like you, then why bother? And don't let that go to your head.
Lindsay, takes two people to fail at a marriage. Hmm? Come on. One date. 1 hour of conversation with a martini? Calamari? Why do you have to skip right to divorce number 2?
Can we be done?
Sure. Hey, some of the guys are stopping by Charlie's later on for a drink. Should come by. Maybe we meet somebody.
Maybe. Good night, Tom.
Can I come in?
If you're waiting for me to be offensively optimistic, rest easy. Are you okay?
I will be. I guess. I've been trying to think of what to say to you. You know, something big and eloquent to explain my stupid behavior.
It's not necessary.
Good. I couldn't come up with anything. One of the officers gave me this. Kind of random, huh?
Not if you're a Nana or Inspector Jacoby.
It made me remember this time. I stole a pack of candy from my mom's purse. I was like 5 or something. I cried so hard when she caught me. I didn't know how she'd ever forgive me. But all she said was, if you mean it, sorry's enough. I'm sorry.
Sounds like you found your first 20 on laundry day.
Stay with me for 1,000 years, till our mistakes wash away, my dear. Ooh, ooh, my dreams are calling me to come inside from the outside now. Wasting my time standing in line, I'll come inside from the outside now.
Yeah, he found Marcellus down there on a post started looking at beautiful.
Good day?
Fine.
Was you asleep?
2 hours ago. Baby, could you bring me some... Thanks. Oh, you're blocking the TV.
Ed, I'm here to seduce you.
Sweat on sweat and blood on blood.
Okay.
I had a song and a little dance, and that ice cream was going to be part of it. But it all seems so much easier in the car.
Well, don't give up now.
Standing in line, I'll come inside from the outside now.
Wow.
Breathe your last breath and I will die. Just let my last wish be satisfied. Bury Maria right by my side. Dust and bones intertwined.
Hey.
This seat taken?
You made it.
Man, barely. Traffic was nuts.
I'm glad you called.
I'm glad you're still free.
I ordered some appetizers. Do you know what you want to drink or need more time?
No, I think I'm ready.
I'll come inside from the outside.
Alrighty. There you go.
The outside.